Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. And here's Mbappe. And here's Tuân. He's got the shot away! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Conte. And here's Barco. There's the hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Konate getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Conte. And here's Thuram. Interesting ball. He gets big. No mistake. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
And Nkunku demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Camavinga. Klaus gets across to intercept that. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Looking for the runner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nkunku. Hernandez, looking for options for movement. Oh, important interception. Klaus. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Klaus. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's played forward. Camavinga. Oh, well played. Klaus. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chouameni. Olise looking to add to his goal. Olise. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's really well cleared. Played back to the goalkeeper. Klaus. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Can he spark a counter here? And he was quick to react. And he's being shifted off it. Klaus. No, he's just misjudged that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Camavinga. Opts to play it back. Turns and goes back. Thuram. Great hit! They scored! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
France head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he's managed to get free. Chouameni. Hernandez could try cutting inside here. And he knocks it clear. And can he put it away? Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. France go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Look, it's a Thuram! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe finds himself offside. Chouameni. And here's Barcola. Klaus.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Hernandez. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Klaus. He's got full. And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Changement.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Thuram. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Conte. Goalkeeper's ball. Now it's Thuram. Oh, easy pickings there. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Conte. Saliba calmly anticipates. Good ball over the top. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chouameni. Klaus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Conte. Good read, needed to be.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Olise. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he's there to clear it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Camavinga. Nkunku. Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And the pass is intercepted. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Koundé in with the challenge. Referee's given a throw. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. There could be trouble here. And through to the goalkeeper. Klaus. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling... Mbappe! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Mbappe had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
He's gone forward. Eder Militao cuts it out. Mbappe. There he goes, motoring. Mbappe!
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Vinicius Junior driving forwards. Madrid with the corner, they're first. France have the chance to go the other way. Carvajal gets across to intercept that. Olise. France are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Oh, easy pickings there. First quarter of an hour gone. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Olise finds himself offside. Vinicius Junior. Madrid finding their passes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alaba. Valverde. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Madrid have their second corner now. And he thumps it clear. France are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So it is still 0-0. Fofana. Olise. Klaus. Klaus got a long way forward to join the attack. Olise. A great hit! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. No way through there. Olise.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. That's just playing it safe and simple. France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, no joy this time. Olise. Mbappe might just make this. Now it's Tuân. Not the most accurate pass. Great defending, strong and determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside. Camavinga. Referee's given a throw. Traoré. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. On time, excellent interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Valverde. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
France leading 1-0 at the break.
Changement en cours.
And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Short changes him with that pass. France are looking to break at pace. Alaba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. He's away! Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Olise, and they win it back again. That is a brilliant interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now he's off and running.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Fofana takes control of it and he's on the move. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he has been fouled there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Caught offside that time.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
À leur place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 13. Attention, changement.
Now it's Tuân. Mbappe! It's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And here's Mbappe. Fofana makes the interception. Moved on forwards. And that has left him in a heap.
Klaus really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. That's very neat. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, another set play. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, now it's a race for them. This time, surely! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Rudiger clears it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And back to the goalkeeper. Koundé. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Valverde.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Traumeri. Valverde.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a good run down the left. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Olise. So it is still 0-0. Look at the space here. The ball has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Olise goes short. Now it's Camavinga. He gets big! Thuram is flagged offside. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's an inviting ball. Good ball over the top. And that is as far as they're going to go. Saliba.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Vinicius Junior. Carvajal. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. That's a sharp pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great chance! Goal! France!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Valverde. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
1 minute.
Vinicius Junior. Thuram is herring after that one. Thuram. And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Some first-half thoughts?
France clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
France lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. France needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Alaba gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, this looks sharp. Vinicius Junior.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Cleared without hesitation. Madrid have reclaimed it. Bellingham. Camavinga. Olise. Klaus. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And through to the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Corner
6.
number 2 then.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 13. Attention, changement.
Good read, needed to be.
Le nombre de
That was
spectateurs
very
pour ce
necessary.
match, 70
Trying everything to
987.
subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Gets a good foot in there, and he's got the beating of his man. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Alaba.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Kante is fouled.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
À leur
benches.
place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 12. Changement.
It's a pretty loose pass. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nkunku. Half an hour gone in the second half.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing
Can he
everything.
finish? And another try! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
France have their third corner. Nkunku with the short one. Alaba wins the duel this time. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chouameni can get it clear. Goulet. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Oh, that's a key interception. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, that's neat.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Mbappe, now it's Rodrigo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. Plays a delicate ball.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now he's off and running. No, again there's no way through. Chouameni gets it away. And that is that. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Mesdames et messieurs,
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.